Greetings from Paha Sapa, the center of all that is. Stan Gibilisco here. I'd like to just make a little plug for my book, Beginner's Guide to Reading Schematics, in regards to the final chapter. Now notice this particular book, published in October of 2013 by McGraw-Hill, revised by me, the third edition, revised by me, Stan Gibilisco. The original edition's written by Traster and Lisk. I would just like to make a little plug. Note the spiral binding, the paper book. Needs no battery, requires no boot up, acquires no bugs nor viruses. And when you spill your Diet Mountain Dew on it, all you're going to get is a wet book. Let's learn by doing. That is the final chapter in this book. There's some experiments, some circuit layout diagrams, schematic diagrams. You can compare the layouts with the schematics, and you can build all of these little experimental circuits on a very old-fashioned kind of circuit board called a breadboard, and I guess it gets the name breadboard because it used to be the kind of a wooden board where you could really prepare bread on. You remember when people actually baked their own bread? Oh wow, I've done that a couple times, and one time I tried that with protein powder, and I ended up with polymerized protein biscuits. I just about dislocated my jaw when I bit my face into that polyurethane foam. Talk about home experiments, but here's the breadboard, and I've got it a little bit magnified, and it's described in the book. I've got some components mounted on it. I've even got a test meter stuck to it, some batteries, nails pounded into it. This is a really old-fashioned thing, and one of the reviewers remarked about that on Amazon, thinking that it just would never fly because it's too old-fashioned. But let me tell you something. Don't knock it till you've tried it, especially if you've got fat, blunt, somewhat clumsy fingers, as I have. You can wrap the little wire leads around these nails, and then, now let me show you this one. You pull that thing right off like that. This is about like number 24 gauge solid uninsulated copper wire. You could just wrap them with your fat, blunt, somewhat clumsy fingers around these nails with ease. Now those little perf boards are sexy enough, but I have a lot of trouble with those. And anyway, you can get this stuff at the hardware store. This wood, well, go to a lumber yard. I got a piece of scrap lumber. Nails at the hardware store. It's all in the instructions in this book, and there's even a table that tells you all the parts you'll need. By the way, this book has a table in the back of schematic symbols, a rather comprehensive table, and they're big and easy to read and easy to see. Let's hear it for paperback spiral bound workbench books. Stan Gibilisco. Until next time, I'll sign off and won't waste any more of your time. So long.